computer? Yes. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you all for being here. Nice to see all of these faces on our call this morning. I appreciate it. I know it is hot out there and it is sticky and it's probably like the most miserable it's been all year, but thank you guys all for being here on our Zoom, so you're all in the air conditioning of your home and hopefully all comfortable wherever you're at. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I want to do some quick introductions. First off, I just want to say thank you and hello to all of our affiliates. So I'm going to run through the ones that I see here today. Deborah Comer with Old Republic Home Protection. Do you want to come on? You're muted, but if you want to unmute yourself, come on and say hi.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Happy
morning.
Friday.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's so great to see everyone's faces.
Absolutely. And thank you for all the support lately. We've done some events and you've really been helpful and we really do appreciate it.
Come on through with the barbecue.
And then the event the next day.
Right, exactly.
Like, have I overtaxed you? She's like, absolutely not. So thank
Right.
you. We appreciate all your help. Also want to mention we've got Sean Muro with Geneva Financial on with us this morning. I know we've got a new partnership that we're getting all finalized, but it's going really well. And we've heard some raving feedback from you guys lately with the deals and the people that you've sent over to Sean and her getting people pre-approved, and not just pre-approved, but fully underwritten. Sean, you want to unmute yourself and say hi to everybody and say a little something?
Sorry about that. I thought I was unmuted.
That's okay.
Hello, everyone. It's been really, really exciting and fun and getting to know and meet all of you. Some of you I see I haven't got to meet in person yet. I look forward to that. As Stephanie knows and Josh know, we love being there in the office with you. If you ever have clients or just you yourself want to make an appointment with me, stop in the office. Generally speaking, Rick and I are in town. Our goal is to be there every other week. We want to be in the Palm Springs office, the Palm Desert office, and Yucca, so that we're available to you and your clients. I get the fact, and most of my clients like that face-to-face, whether it's Zoom or in person or whatever it is that we can help tailor to their needs. So you just need to let me know. And hi, Craig Michaels, good to see you. Been a long time.
Awesome. Yeah. And yesterday I have to say, Sean and Rick were in the office working and Josh was here with me. And I looked over at Josh and said, can you believe it? The lender's in the office working. Like, I'm so excited.
And knew the agents' names.
Right? Josh.
My God. And actually asked about our agent's business. Like, so we gave them a pre-approval. How was the deal? And she whipped out her computer at the table having lunch.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Clients first. This is what like, oh my God, yes.
We're utterly impressed.
Because if Stephanie and I had to write an offer, we'd be like, can I borrow your computer for like 2 seconds?
Just take me 2 seconds. No, and Rick and I, we always felt like, we could have our own office in the desert, and we actually looked and into it, but it is so much better for me to be in your office, because I go wherever. I go and meet clients at Starbucks and I pop out my laptop, whatever is good for them. And so I like to tailor my business to you and your needs, because I work for you and I work for your clients. So you just need to let me know how I can make that best fit into your world. I can even ride in the car with you, Valerie, and we can do it together.
I love it. Yeah, we're utterly impressed. We love it. So far, everything's been wonderful. So thank you for all the support and everything you've done.
It's absolutely been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you guys in the office. All right, and then next up we have our group that's going to be our guest speakers. Oh, Melissa, you're connecting! Yay! Our group that's going to be our guest speakers, your ladies from First American Title. Catherine. Yeah, Catherine Robinson is here, Dawn Figueroa is here, and Valerie Marshall is also here with us, joining us from the car.
Yes.
Because these ladies are never all sitting still at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't have a ton of other material for you today. I told the ladies I was going to give them the majority of the time. I did want to ask real quick, Josh, did you have anything you wanted to share with anybody? Yeah, feel free.
So Palm Springs Life magazine, our September-October issue is going to have, we've grown, and it's going to have all of our beautiful new agents that have joined us at the El Paseo office. So thank you to each and every one of you that has joined us thus far. I will be doing an additional one of these once we go back into season, and we'll do an additional header that'll have everybody, but it's joined because I know that we've hired an additional people. Thank you so much for being on today, Mr. Burchard. I appreciate that. Sorry, I don't have on a snazzy bow tie for you. But so yeah, Palm Springs Life Ad, it's at the printer currently. And thank you so much for all of you who have joined us. And I love seeing all of your bright shining faces here with us. And I look forward to doing special marketing and creating things for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I do also want to just mention before we get into the meat of this material that another desert housing report has come out. We did not review it because we didn't have a meeting 2 weeks ago. By the time we have our next meeting in 2 weeks from now, the next report will probably already be out. So I'll do a little combination of it, but make sure you go out there and take a look at it. You guys all know inventory's up. You're all coming to me asking for help with listings. So just make sure whatever, like I'm hearing tons of it. Lots of people are asking for help with listing presentations and getting that stuff firmed up mostly because you need it now. And secondly, because more inventory is coming on the market. So just make sure that you reach out to us and let us know if we can help. But without further ado, I want to really get to the meat of this presentation, because I know that for the agents that work out of my office, I generally have a meeting with you and First American at the beginning of you joining us so that we can sit down and talk about farming and their tools and what else is available. But really what they're going to get into today are some more of the self-serve tools, some things that they can help you with. And I really wanted to give them that opportunity, because as much as we get in front of them and start talking about our farming and some of that stuff, we don't always get as deep into the tools as we should. And they wanted to give you an overview of what they have available, just so you guys know what's out there so that you can reach back out to them when the time is right. So without further ado, I'm going to mute myself and take a little break on this meeting and not talk the entire time and let you ladies take it away. Who wants to talk first?
Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, everybody. As you know by my name tag, I'm Catherine Robinson. Absolutely majority of you on here I know, and we have had the privilege of meeting with you. I actually love what Sean said, and we certainly echo. We work for you, and we're here to serve you and hopefully partner with you to elevate your business. Today is really, truly just meant to give you a 30,000-foot overview. We tailor our marketing meetings to the individual agent. It is not a cookie cutter approach. We do not hand you a blanket farm and think that that's going to be uber successful. I'm sure there are situations where it can be, but we really want to understand your goals, which plays into, as Stephanie said, why she likes to sit in on the meetings after you've worked your business plan, because that really does play into kind of your overall farm area and your quantities, certainly your budget, which at the end of the day does make a difference to the areas that we pull. And our job is to really work the data and the statistics and hyper-focus a strategic farm for you that we believe will be successful based on several factors. I am going to be presenting the 30,000-foot view of our tool, the Farm Genie. I know a couple of you on here can probably even testimony. I know Craig in particular, wink, wink, has worked with us for a while, and he is a genius when it comes to working the phones. So he certainly uses his portal to purchase that data. And then Dawn is actually also going to be coming on to show you, as you see, I know it's all over the screen, so she's in my upper left-hand corner. But she's going to come on and show you Title Toolbox, which we call TTB. And Miss Valerie is on her day off, but she is joining us from the car. So not to leave her off of this, but she wanted to make sure she was here to say hello to all of you. So I'm going to, Dawn, do you want to quickly say hi, Val? And then I can just jump right in so we can keep it as succinct and efficient as possible.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We really look forward to showing you these tools and showing you how we can help elevate your business. And as Catherine said, it is very unique to you and your business. So we highly encourage you to schedule an appointment with us after this meeting if you think this would be valuable to you at this time, because this information, there's so much that you can get from it. And as Catherine said, this is just sort of a quick little summary of what we have. So I look forward to showing you Title Toolbox as soon as Catherine's finished with Farm Genie.
Correct. Yes. And please keep in mind, as noted, business plan is super important. And it's one of the things that we really like to play into, but so is your marketing department, Mr. Josh Kringle. We obviously can provide you the audience, and we do that in the form of printed labels, which cost you nothing. and then a CSV or an Excel file, which provides you the site address as well as the mailing address and the names associated with those addresses. And then if you really want to dig deep into the minutia of the data, there's a lot there, and we often do go over that with you so you can understand who your audience is. And that equally plays into the message that you're sending that neighborhood or that area. And so you can work with your creative genius, Mr. Josh Pringle, to get that content developed. I believe I'm okay. Steph, it says host disabled participant screen sharing, so I'm not there yet.
Okay, let me go make sure. Oh yeah, sorry. I thought I clicked that button. One host multiple. I'm gonna just make it so multiple can, like I'm not putting any restrictions on it. So you should be good to go. Give it a shot now.
Thank you. I am good now. Hold on.
Okay.
Evidently, I got myself out of my farm genie. Forgive me 1 second, you guys. I had it teed up for the meeting, but it went away. So
It happens.
let me start over and reshare. Okay. Okay, so please know that the screen you are seeing is similar in a sense to the login that you will see, but when we meet with you, we do give you an invitation to actually access your own portal. Sorry, all of your beautiful faces are over my login. Okay, this is the screen that actually we personally have access to. There is data on here that only we have visible to us on our side. Your portal will have a little bit more, and I hate to use this expression, but kind of dumbed down information in the sense that it's not going to give you certain data points, but visually speaking, this is what you will get to see when you sit down with us. Does anyone want to pipe in and just give me an area that they're interested in looking at, or I can just make one up while we're on the fly? Anyone? No? Okay.
Any communities?
I'm sorry, what did you want?
Anyone want to pipe in and give me an area that they're interested in looking at?
How about South Palm Desert?
Okay, that's
We've got a
hot
couple people that are interested in that one.
Yes, thank you.
Huh?
Yes, thank you. Sometimes.
So I'm going to go down to, actually, hold on. What is this one? So several different things can come up. Obviously, we have the ability to go in and specifically draw areas of South Palm Desert. As you can see, we get a map, but that also means that we can go in and actually include, obviously here's 74. We can physically go in and draw this area out depending on what your specifications are. In this case, just for today's demonstration, we happen to pick up this farm. We have several different exports that come out. Some are through the city planners data, which is specific to South Palm Desert. We can pull by the USPS, what is it, the EDMM or EDM, excuse me, postal code for those areas. Again, we can custom map it. There's so many things we can do, but just for today, I'm going to go over to kind of explain the information and hopefully keep it super quick for you guys. At this moment in time, it's important to note that whenever we sit down with you, the start date is always today's date going back 365 days. So it's always 365 days, and it's moving depending on the day we sit down with you. According to the input that we get, which pulls in from the MLS, and I do want to note that our MLSs, because we have two, sometimes do get their wires crossed slightly. We're one of the only areas that produce two. So I've seen it where an agent's like, I'm not 100% sure that's 100% accurate, but it's important too that you tell us. But again, today's demonstration shows 632 properties in which they are saying 605 of them are SFRs and 27 are condos. We have the ability to remove condos. We can be specific on whether or not it's single family condos. And we also have a multifamily possibility. So if you're looking for multifamilies, which may be an angle that you are trying to capture for listings, we can certainly pull that data for you. In the last 365 days, it is showing us sales of 42 single families and 3 condos, with 13 presently active on the market. The thing that I think is really important and one of our selling points is this velocity, which is known as our turnover rate. This is a 7.12% velocity, which essentially is this number divided into this number. And whenever we talk about benchmarks for velocity, we always recommend anything over the 5% mark. So this is a really hot farm in a sense, because there is movement, and that's very important. The other thing that we really like to show agents, and the agents are typically pretty impressed when they see this, is obviously we don't want you to go in blindly and think that you're gonna learn how to dominate an area that's already oversaturated with market share. So this gives you a percentage of knowing that the top agent only has 4% market share. And again, this is volume. So it's strictly on sold volume. It doesn't mean that we know that the agent's actually farming the area. It just means that this particular agent has the volume within this community and has sold. And then it looks at your top 5, which it's only 13. Note our benchmarks for top agent is 10%. We don't want to see really anything over 10%, and our top 5 is 35%. And so you can see both of these are well below that. So a really awesome farming area. Average sale price, again, shows you average versus median. Price per square foot, day on market. This is another big one when we're looking for, you see these other tools that have come out where it's like, we can give you the most likely to sell. Well, I can tell you right now, it's plus minus on the average year in home. That's where they're getting this information. So we would recommend, if you really are looking for that, you'd start marketing at year 11. And then you have your owner occupied versus your non, and then you have 2 NODs and 2 foreclosures. We don't have the access to pull this specific data, but that's something that Dawn will discuss in another tool from this program, but Dawn again can go over that. I do want to note the Farm Genie gives it a score 5 to 1, 5 being the best score you can get. And the reason they do this is I think there's a kind of a, how do I say this? You can't one and done a postcard. It has to be, you have to be willing to put in the work, the longevity, the consistency, and the persistency. That's the one thing we tell our agents all the time. You cannot think that you're going to mail 3 times and see a return on your marketing or your investment. You have to put in the effort. We have an agent that could testimony to say he worked a certain area in Rancho Mirage. He literally diligently mailed twice a month for 18 months. And finally at month 18, he got 3 listings back to back. And he's like, it more than paid for my marketing efforts, but it took 18 months and he didn't quit. So as long as you understand that you have to be in it, that I think that's a really important thing that we have to keep saying to ourselves. If you say after month 3, I didn't get a phone call, well, you just need to keep doing it. And Don and I and Val always say in our meetings, it's not just a postcard. It has to have a secondary touch to it, whether you've purchased the phone numbers or you've purchased the emails and you're doing some form of a drip campaign, or you're a door knocker and you decide to walk the area and actually door knock the area. I know Steph sets up a 12-month marketing plan with you, which is quite genius because it kind of holds you accountable. So I think it's important you recognize this. The nice thing about the scores is what it's saying is based on the several statistics that you see here that actually within a 6-month time frame, 5 being 6 months of mailing or touching them at least twice a month, you should see a return on your marketing by month 6. So then it goes down from there, 4 being 12 months, 3 being 18 months, 2 and 1. So it kind of gives you a time frame and an expectation. And again, that obviously has to do with your commission split, certainly because of the average sales. Josh, I noticed you popped on. Did you want to say something? No? Sorry. Let's see. This is one thing that the agents do love when they sit with us. And this is not something you will have access when you have your individual portals, but it allows you to see who is actually the agent within the area or the agents. We talked about the top agent. At this current time, it looks like Mark Kuntz, those of you familiar, is actually picking up some real market share in here. He's listed and sold 3. He presently has 2 of the listings on the market at a sales volume of 2 million. Interestingly enough, you would think John Butte-Miller would actually be numero uno, but I think it's because we have to think of this from a marketing perspective. Mark has had 3 listings, which means he's had 3 signs in the yard, which means he's had ample time for people to see his billboard, as we say. That carries tremendous weight when it comes to agent productivity. Then you have Candace Johnson, Monica Perez, and then Ferretti's Real Estate Group as your top 5, and so on. So it kind of gives you an idea. We always like to say, look, guys, there's been 45 sales in this neighborhood, and the leader has only had 3. So this is a great neighborhood for someone to come in if they really want to work the heck out of this neighborhood.
Yeah, Catherine, do you not, just to jump in real quick, do you remember when we were all sitting there having a conversation with an agent and we were talking about this particular development that we were looking at having them work? And the response was, well, there's 75 sales and one agent had 30 of them. I'm like, great, there's 45 sales that didn't get covered by them. It's not even 50%. Like, if just because somebody has even good market share doesn't mean there's not tons of available inventory that's not being picked up by that person. This particular one, when you talk about the major market share is 3 listings, that's not a foothold. That's entry level, right? Like, really think about that. Don't let something like that scare you when you think that somebody has all that.
Me.
Yeah, exactly, right?
We can make
Yeah.
something better. So what I was wanting to try to figure out, I'm trying to do my Zoom thing. So one, the First American team, they really look at your penetration rate and they make sure that you're not wasting your marketing dollars.
Correct.
I also partner with them to make sure that we are not all wasting your marketing dollars. And two, like just what Stephanie was saying, the penetration rate is not strong enough in there for someone to be like, I dominate this neighborhood. Guess what? Not everyone wants to work with that person.
That's
Here's
the
an
answer.
opportunity for you. And Fairweather Friends, we just went through 2 months of leveling. If you continue to farm and market, guess what? You're telling me you're a professional. You have money in the bank and savings for your marketing that you're able to continue to market to build future business.
And I think that's something that I think business came so fast and so quick and quite frankly, so easy that we got, and I say we, because we were running in a very reactive, less proactive, all of us, because we were working round the clock with the amount of sales that were coming in. But it got everybody off of the game plan and the focus of truly working a business. And so everyone's now having to pivot, within the last 60 to 90 days. And it's like, whoa, I needed to have a game plan so that I could sustain this. But you're right, Josh, the people that are mailing, the people that are still going, the people that are consistently touching are the ones absolutely getting the listings.
When Benjamin was selling, we sold more homes during the summer when it was 120 degrees, because guess what? They're going to see 3 houses and they're going to buy one. They're not kicking tires that day. We continued to marketing throughout all of the summer in Old Las Palmas when Benjamin and I were actively selling. And even though those people weren't here because it's, 120,
right?
When they returned in the fall, oh my God, you know what? You guys kept in contact with us.
Yeah.
It's just that simple touch point. It is a simple touch point, whether it's with me or it's with Jeff and Moxie. I mean, we have so many outlets, and I mean, the ladies have seamlessly fused into our direct email or our direct mail piece that I put together with Minuteman Press in Palm Desert.
Yep.
So that they send the farm literally to them. I send the postcard. You guys don't even touch it.
Yep.
And it's basically the same price point is what I'm able to get for my marketing and stuff. So
yeah.
No, and it's lovely because
go ahead, Catherine.
No, I was just going to say, I love the team component you have because it is a one-stop shop and you've made it so easy for the agents.
And we get really passionate about this because I'm going to tell you 18 months ago when I started working with Josh and Ben and John and everybody else, and we really worked hard to pull together this program. And I looked at Josh about, I want to say 8 months ago. It was after we've been doing this for about a year. And I looked at him and I said, man, we have a program that we can plug any agent, new or really well seasoned and really well established in their farm. And we have a program that we can run them through and it will work for every single person. It's customizable. There's a way to make this work so that it works with your niche and with the way you like to market. And it's just a seamless plan, like Josh was saying. So, when you hear us get so excited about it, it's because this is a struggle for a lot of agents. And we feel like we've pulled together something that can really help you to get springboarded into that next round of transactions and business that you want to do.
I'm really seeing fall as being huge.
Yeah, we need to get prepared. You all need to get your listing stuff prepared and get your farming and marketing prepared.
You need to be reaching out and talking to your farm right now.
Right.
Because if you start marketing to me when the market's blowing up again, I'm not going to listen to you. Because you weren't there giving me the information as I was losing equity or gaining equity or just leveling off. it's okay to call someone and be like, hey, you know what, your equity is level. And getting that information from title. So
Yep. And that's the other side of it. With obviously the marketing side, we can certainly help you, but we also have the statistical side from sale information and certain components where that data is concerned. So I think it's also important to note the graphs that we have available, which obviously for your eyes allow you to see that everything has been has consistently been on an upswing. That's no secret. We love the number of houses sold just to kind of help you gauge the last 5 years of that respective area. 2021 was just an amazing year of sales for that neighborhood with 50 on the books, 2020 at 42. So there's just been a great incline, which we obviously don't have the numbers in for 2022 yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be right around this mark as well. This is the other one that shows you 2020 versus 2021, but let's look at 2022. And the reason we love this graph is occasionally it shows you the seasonality of a neighborhood, whereas South Palm Desert is not. It is a year-round, full-serving, full-time moving community. You just have to get in there and mail, call, and or drip, and door knock, because you don't have any of the real restrictions since it's a non-gated area. That being said, it's good to see that obviously with the exception of April and June, 2022 has fallen a little short in comparison to 2021, but I think 2021 for all of us was a big anomaly. So just know that this is a year-round community. It's not seasonal. So just get in there and start getting your feet wet. And then certainly this shows you the overall velocity for the respective area at 7.91 for 2021. And this bottom one is actually my favorite graph because I think it's pretty telling. And it gives you the years in home. And sometimes when we're strategizing how to really touch people, we always say that you really have to think about if the median year in home, was 12, average year in home was 12. We know that number one, these people have a significant amount of equity in their home, but look at the people who've been in their homes 20 years and up. And occasionally we'll have a scenario, just so you guys are aware, where we won't have the date listed on the last sale, but that's because they say that often the data is so old that it wasn't electronically inputted. And we know that area has been around a while. So it's not surprising that we have people that have had their homes 20 plus years. But in this case, this farm alone, if you're on a budget and you just want to touch people that are going to be in a transitional phase of life sooner than later, this 20-year and up is a fantastic opportunity. And so then we can obviously base it off of bedroom counts and certain velocities. In this case, it shows you that actually the 4-bedroom was a huge seller last year. And we can do it based on bedrooms and get you those statistics. So really great graphs. And then what's really neat is we have the ability to go in, and thank God it takes the guesswork out and I don't have to sit there and crunch numbers. If we really wanted to look at a minimum 11 years, I literally put minimum 11 years and we dropped from 632 to 327, just like that. And now we have maybe a viable farm for someone who's in this ballpark of expenses. Josh obviously has the budget, or the cost side of things, depending on the different programming. And then with Minuteman Press, I often just default to $1 a unit if you're going to mail for print and postage. So that would obviously run you about $330, but it could be a lot less than that depending on Josh's arrangement. And then on top of that, you can we can select based on owner occupied or non-owner occupied. And the nice thing about this program, which is a big, I think, value, is it does identify through a matching process agent-owned properties, which kind of helps take some of the guesswork out. But at the end of the day, it's still not foolproof, and you really should still own your farm, and you need to be able to go in there and review your data. We feel that there's so much important information within the Excel or CSV file that there's missed opportunity if you're not spending time in that data looking at the information that's provided. And occasionally you'll catch an agent in there that needs to be removed. But thankfully this, at least as we say, puts you on the 10-yard line. So as you can see, there's obviously in this case, great opportunity for statistical information and for you to see if the areas of interest are important. We can absolutely pull by zip code. We can pull by, again, drawing a neighborhood. We can pull by the neighborhood itself. We can actually import an existing farm. If we have not been your title company of choice, and you've been working a farm area and you have an Excel spreadsheet, we can actually put this in our system and assess it for you through our Farm Genie portal and kind of allow you to see what you've been doing. It might surprise you. We've had some instances where they said, you mean I've been mailing to this? No wonder it's not working. So it's just important you realize this is not a cookie cutter approach. I know I said that earlier. It really is meant to tailor to you, the agent, based on your goals, your area, your needs, your background. And we just want you to understand that we care deeply for your success. It is no secret that your success is also our success. And so we appreciate the opportunity to sit down with you. I will tell you also, once we are in your farm and we save out your farms, they will live in the portal that you get an invitation for. And then we also go in and impersonate you, so you know how to maneuver through your specific portal, and then show you how to go in and purchase phone numbers, emails. It also allows you to pull in demographic household data as well as financial data, which is when I say it's a plethora of data, that data is simply there to allow you, number one, to know your audience that much better, but also it gives you the ability to download an Excel spreadsheet that is Facebook ready. And I believe that is a great opportunity for you to work with Jeff to import that data into one of your programs. And you can set up a Facebook campaign specific around that neighborhood or that area. Don is also well-versed in how to upload that list, but I will tell you, if you don't have your business page set up and you don't have certain things working for you already, it can be a lengthier process. So that's for a whole nother separate conversation. So set up an appointment with us to go over Farm Genie, and I'm going to hand over the mic to Dawn to go over TTB.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Thank you
Steph, can I
so
just
much.
interject for 1 second?
Yes.
If any of the agents need help setting up that business page with Facebook, Brittany is happy to step in and help them with that, if Josh is too busy.
That's good to know.
That's
Yeah.
outstanding.
Oh yeah, no, we
Yeah.
will be adding that to our list of services. Thank you
Heck
so
yes.
much.
She's my
That's fantastic.
our division marketing guru, so she will obviously team up with Josh and get you guys full service.
That is, yeah, I can help with the look and design of everything if Jeff or myself are too busy, or like just busy doing everything else. Jeff primarily helps to set up your additional business page whenever you join us, but I'm always here and happy to help create any graphics and things that you need.
That is awesome. Thank you for that, Sean, Jeff, and Josh.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so Title Toolbox. This is where we're going to introduce this platform to you. Once you say, you know what, I really want to find premium lead information. So I want information on someone that may have had a life-changing event, such as bankruptcy, notices of defaults, divorces. We're going to go ahead and send you over here. So what's going to happen is we're going to give you a login, and we are launching, and we're not really announcing this yet until end of year, but we are launching a new program called Ignite, which will take the place of our My First Stamp program, which most of you are familiar with now. That's where you pull your property profiles and all the information, grant deeds, all the information you need on a property. You're going to be doing that through Ignite at end of year. So again, we will introduce that. And then that's where you'll be able to access Title Toolbox, this farming program. So what you're going to do is, this is actually the home page, and it's quite amazing what this program will provide you. I'm just going to show you again, we're doing this very quickly. We don't want to, lose you in any of this. So I'm just going to quickly show you a quick way of finding some of this information. If you click over here to 123 search, you'll come over here and you'll click enter county, city, and zip to dictate the area in which you want to pull this information. And here you can see you can either select different cities or zip codes, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and just run some cities here. I'm going to put Palm Springs and Palm Desert. But they have every city in here that you could enter. And as you can see, here are some different options. These are not all of them, but let's just say you quickly want to know if there's been any affidavits of deaths filed, divorces, out-of-state owners, possible next sellers, empty nester owners, absentee owners only, or all the residential properties. You can click that. We're going to go ahead and click up here to Premier Data Queries. And then that will bring you to this page. Do you see that? I don't know if it's transferring. You see it, Catherine? Do you know which one? Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you can see, there's all different tabs here at the top. I'm not going to go through each one for time purposes today, but it's quite extensive, the information that you can pull. And so we would be pulling it for these 2 cities that we've selected. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the special information you can pull. If you go to custom filters, this is where you can pull next best sellers. Again, they compute that based on average years in home, which we can also do through Farm Genie, as Catherine just showed you, but you can do it through this system as well. If you come over here to mortgage info, leads, and phones and emails, as you can see, it's got this Premier banner. That's because this is the information that you will actually have to pay for. So let's go ahead and we're going to click on leads. And if you come here, the type of leads, these are all the different types you can pull. So again, affidavit of death, bankruptcy, divorce, for lease by owner, for sale by owner, liens, lease pendants, notice of default, notice of trustee sale, and probate. So let's just go ahead and let's do notice of default for these 2 cities. And as you can see over here, it says data filing. I'm going to go ahead and say last 6 months. And you can put, you know, obviously any number that you'd like in there. One thing you want to do is make sure you come over to phones and emails tab and click on which you'd like to purchase. In this case, we'd like to purchase both phones and emails. And then before you click get count, you're going to want to make sure that all of this information is in fact the information that you want to purchase phones and emails for. So here we are, data filing last 6 months for notice of defaults in the county of Riverside of California, state of California, in Palm Desert or Palm Springs. Property type is both single family residence and condo. You can remove condo. You can add numerous different types of residential properties as well. And then here we have both phones and emails. So you will want to confirm that all the information is there. You're going to click get count and let's see what pops up for us. Okay, in this case, 51 properties have a notice of default within the last 6 months, and the total charge for their phones and emails, as well as all of their other information, will be $8.67. So you would then go to pay now, enter your credit card information, and then you would receive a file with that information. There's plenty of information you can capture for free if we remove the phones and emails. Again, you can go through each tab and you can just sort of select whatever it is that you'd like to pull. Here's where, you know, it's single family and condominium, but as I mentioned, you can pull in duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes, multifamilies, vacant residential, miscellaneous vacant, agricultural. I mean, there's so many casinos, commercial properties, farming. I mean, it's pretty in depth here. So that was just a quick synopsis of this program, just showing you the premium lead information that you can pull. Again, we are happy to go through this with you and pull exactly what you need and show you how to work your way through this. But it is rather user friendly once you get into it. And again, so much information, you can play around in each tab. Did you have any questions?
Benjamin had a question.
Hi,
Yes.
everybody. I'm just on my way to an interview. I just heard Josh talking to somebody, and I'm like, "Hi."
Look, our Linder's on. Look at our Linder.
John, can I just say, this tool is amazing. I want to make an appointment with you because I'd really like to get a little bit more in depth. Because
And Sean, actually, it's super lender friendly, and we have several lenders that we've sat down
I'm like
with, and they've done amazing with it.
$8.67.
So.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
God.
texting me in the background going, I can
I'm
use
like-
this.
I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crap.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
Sean, this is the forgive me, this is the mortgage info tab, and look at everything you can pull.
Reading my alphabet. Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Benjamin. Thanks for popping in.
On fucking vacation already, ladies.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's
No,
not
no,
time
so-
yet.
Let me tell you, the American ladies, they've been involved in my life like my entire 11 years that I've been selling real estate. I'm still taking notes when they talk. Like,
Oh,
this
no,
is
no.
something we do every single time. I mean, Kathleen Bies has truly passed the torch to you guys. So,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I'm sitting here like I'm on 2 pages now. Like,
Aw,
so that I have
thank
the
you.
so that I can convey it to the agents when I'm sitting with them. So when I'm sitting with you guys and I'm like, so have you called the girls about your farm? What is your penetration rate and your farm rate? Blah, blah. That's where I'm getting this information from. Whenever you have meetings with them, they share all of that back to me so that we're not letting you waste your money
Right.
and we're not letting you farm in dumb places. Like that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, go back. Benjamin wanted to say hello.
No, and I just want to say also, I mean, I am a realtor also. Obviously, I'm not an acting realtor, but I still carry a license. And I was an acting realtor with another brokerage. And the support that you get here at Liasco or Better Homes and Gardens, Liasco, it literally blows me away. I mean, the fact that Stephanie will come and sit with you all in our meetings, I can't get over that, and everything that Josh does, and now you have Jeff. I'm literally blown away by it because I thought I had a lot of support. I felt that I did, but this is like a whole other level. And so,
Number one priority is you and presenting your best foot forward and marketing in areas where you're not wasting your money.
yes,
I think with
we're
the
just so
support, the level of support and the amount of tools, it's just, you can't help but succeed. I mean,
Yeah.
Right?
It's very true.
We
Yep.
take
So-
people who are $2 million books and they're $22 million.
Well, and I
later.
will say the ones that I know on this call that, work their business diligently, meet with us quarterly, check in with us, ask for updated farms, purchase the email and email addresses and phone numbers, they are tremendous successes.
Yes.
So kudos to the agents really working their areas. And thank you obviously for the opportunity to sit down with you and really be part of that entire trajectory of the success of your business. And yeah,
And
we
the
want
farms that the ladies are saying no, they'll call me and I'm like, so I don't really think this is the space for you. Like I'm not necessarily like the Madison Club. Like I personally don't feel comfortable selling a $15 or $13 million house. I mean, yes, 100% I would if to one of my personal friends. That's not a place I'm gonna farm.
Right.
Just doesn't fit my look and my goal and like my overall branding. So we work so amazing together.
We do. And I do want to encourage you, please call us, please schedule an appointment because, everything is extremely personalized and we love to get to know you and we want to be a partner with you in your business. We are also a representation, not only of you to your clients, but it's very important to us that you understand that we do so much. It's not just title. It's not just farming. There's so much that we can help you with. And
They're
please know
Well,
Right,
and,
yes.
and that's, I'm going to jump in here for a sec because it's very true. When I ask you guys, when anybody joins our company that hasn't been with us before and maybe even uses a different title company for the majority of their business, I ask them to please just give me one appointment. Just give me one appointment with the ladies at First American. I will join you. And the reason I join, and I'll share with you, like the lady said, I worked at another company where I started with 75 agents and left with 200. I could not sit in on their title company appointments, but we weren't even with a title company that did anything like that. Like it just didn't work this way. And really the reason that we're able to do this is because we are a little more boutique. We do take a little more time, but what this does for me is we come in with your business plan. We bring that. I've shown the ladies how to read the Better Homes and Gardens business plan that I do with all of you. So they know that on page 2 is where they're going to find your volume. They're going to find the total number of transactions, your listing transactions, and how many you want to come from buyers. Once they have that breakdown, they can figure out how to help you with Catherine's background in marketing and Dawn's background in real estate and with her dad's background in spec building and all of that stuff. And in construction and with Val's, background in title, we're really, it's such a strong group, and even bringing Josh into those meetings sometimes when it's appropriate. And the reason that I sit in on them is because if Josh isn't there, it makes it so much easier for me to reiterate what has happened with your business plan, with your farming and all of that. When you come back to Josh, when we build that 12 to 18 month marketing plan that you're going to use to go work your farm, then Josh sits down and starts to create the pieces for you. Like I said, this is a seamless program we have put together for you guys. All you have to do is plug into it. All you have to do is
All you
call
have
me
to do
for
is
one
engage.
appointment, and I will sit you down and show you exactly what has to happen to get you ready to get in front of these ladies. But don't hesitate. Don't wait. Don't think that there's too much work to do. It's very simple. I can make your business plan a 5-page piece, or I can put it on a Post-it note and you can leave with it that way. It's very, very simple, and it doesn't have to be difficult. So we can make it as in-depth or as simple as you want. I even share with you guys that some agents, the first few years, I'm really only focusing on the first 3 pages of the business plan. This year, I'm going to use Craig as an example. He reached out to me and said, hey, I really want to dig in further to page 4 and 5. I want to start working on my budget and some more planning things. And maybe that's not going to be so important the first few years, because really we're only spending what we absolutely have to, right? But now he's actually starting to plan how he's going to spend his money and plan how he's going to be marketing and budgeting. It's a very different process. So everybody from the brand new agent all the way up to those that are super experienced can go through this plan, and it can work for them. We're in a market, a shifting, changing market, and this is the time. Sow the seeds so that you can reap what's happening in those farms. It's literally farming. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? So I want you guys to start your drip systems, start making those deposits into those areas and getting people to know you and see you, so that really you guys are you're able to meet those goals. Because what's going to happen is after we do all of this, I'm going to keep that business plan on file for you, and you're going to come into me just like an agent did a couple weeks ago and tell me that you just got your second escrow in and you're really excited, and I'm going to pull up your plan and I'm going to see that your goal was 36 transactions for the year. So you actually need 1 more to meet that goal for the year. And that it helps us all, right? It's not to beat anybody up, but it's just, we all know what your goals are. We all know what you're trying to do. And we're able to do this on a different level than any of us could at some of these other companies. So thank you, ladies, for your partnership. As I've said before, this is the first time that I have a real legitimate working relationship where I don't have to sneak them personal deals under the door because I'm working with somebody else at a different company. So it's been wonderful to work with them on a not under the carpet kind of way, but the partnership that we have with them is really, really strong. And when I need something, the other day, Portia came to us at like 4:45 on a Friday, and she got an appointment to go on a listing. There was no tax record. The address didn't pull up anywhere. We could find nothing on it. I got these ladies on the phone at 4:45 on a Friday, and I think they worked her through it. And it was probably 6 or 7 o'clock by the time. I don't even know if we got the full answer that night, but I mean, you guys were, I know you were on, we were all in a group text, so it was going until 6, 7 o'clock that night. Just know that these are the ladies you want behind you when you need something. They are the team that you want working with you. All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
Any questions? Thank you so much.
Of course. It looks like we got a couple things in the chat. Oh, you guys all just saying thank you. All right. Oh, and thank the girls for helping me with my events as well. Yes, I know Craig's doing some great events this year and is expanding some of the ways that he's lead generating and reaching out to people. And I know First American has partnered with him in that. So thank you, ladies, for all of that. It's been wonderful seeing all of you on our call today. I don't have too much else for us, except that I'm going on vacation. I will be leaving in a few hours. Yes, thank you. I know you all know I need it because I haven't been much
Go away.
around lately. I'm like at the point where I'm making
We
sounds.
can't miss you till you're gone.
I know. I'm like making sounds that only dogs and dolphins can hear at this point. So I'm getting ready to wrap up. I would really appreciate it if everybody could go on and grab a couple shifts of floor time for next week. Jeff will be here on Tuesday. Josh will be here on Thursday, and they have made themselves available a couple other days of the week if we need them. But I need you guys to go in and grab your floor time shifts so I can show them where we need the additional coverage. So if you guys could all go in, grab a shift for next week, help me out. I would really appreciate it. I feel like we're probably getting close to getting some additional help. So, like I said, I would really appreciate it if you guys could reach out and help me with that. Next week, though, just know while I won't be here, if you have standing appointments with me, they're on hiatus for next week. If you feel like you need that appointment, let me know today and I will get you matched up with somebody. It'll either be John, Josh, Jeff, somebody that will be able to help you next week. And then today I am also going to be making a massive quantity of announcements. Yesterday, Josh put out a bunch of announcements for some hires that we've made, welcoming our Remax agents that have joined our group. And and welcoming, yes, and welcoming some other hires that we've had. And so we're in the process of getting that done. I'm going to do a major photo dump today. So just please remember, if we aren't already friends on Facebook or Instagram, I've gone in and found you and followed you and liked you. So if you're one of those agents that hasn't your welcome hasn't gone out yet, please accept that friendship so that I can tag you in the post that I make. It's the most impactful piece. On the corporate side, we can't tag individuals, but I can
Right.
go in on my post and tag you. So instead of you blowing yourself up, it'll be me blowing you up, and then you can share it out to all of your friends. So just make sure that you accept those friend requests for me, and I'll get those posts out today before I leave.
And last night I shared out 5 people in the Better Homes and Gardens Desert Lifestyle Properties corporate page.
Yep.
And those were all picked up by Better Homes and Gardens corporate that are shared out as well. So all 5 of them went out last night. They started at 3 and they went in 15-minute increments. And then I've created something a little special and a little condensed for Stephanie, for her to share out so she can just kind of showcase like the people that have just joined us. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family, you guys. We are very excited to have you, and we look forward to your success.
Yeah, we have over the last
Get
2
ready.
months, we have welcomed 9 new realtors to our family over the last 2 months, and we are just so overjoyed about it. So we're really excited to have all of these new partnerships. Stefan, welcome to the team. Carl, welcome to the team. I know I've welcomed a couple of you before, but we're just so excited to have all of this new growth, to have all of you here, and to be able to have some more people to help and support. So if there's anything I can do for you, please get to me in the next few hours. I mean, you're always welcome to reach out to me. You're always welcome to call me, but do your best to get to me in the next few hours so that I won't be helping you from the freeway while I'm on my way out of town. And then let me know if there's anything else that we can do. Like I said, I'm here. I'm always available. And John and Jeff and Josh and Ben are all available while I'm out of town.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be sending out an email today just with all their contact information and what to do in case you need anything, and how to reach out to everybody. So have a great weekend. Have a great week next week. Let us know if there's anything we can do, and I will see you all on the 29th. All right.
I just
Okay.
got a FYI, I just got a text from Kathleen. She said to tell all of you hello.
Oh, that's like
So
gonna put
sweet.
tears in my eyes.
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
miss her so much. That's awesome.
That is the best.
So
Nice. All
Yay.
right. Well, hey, everybody, have a great weekend. Have a great week. I'll see you all next week or week after next.
Bye,
All right. Bye, guys.
everybody.